Hello and welcome to a new episode of Experiencing Us. As I promised in the last episode, this episode we are going to see the new biomes and biome changes been done in the latest pre-releases. It's likely that there won't be any changes, major changes on to the biomes, so like that I won't need to cover them again. Wait. Let's check them out. First biome that we are going to check out is the Praire. Praire is a rainforest variant, which with mahogany trees that grow in the prairie biome have got a special shape that you can't really grow. Bamboo also grows in this biome. As you can see, you've got some bushes growing. Okay. Another thing that I can show you when it comes to biomes are spikes. These spikes now generate inside mountains biomes because these are mountains. So when you find some mountain biomes, you'll notice that they also now generate with these spikes. Here's a hopefully slightly better look at the new spikes which have been added to the mountains biome. You can see these spikes come in all different shapes and sizes. And well, that's all the changes done to the mountains biome. Otherwise, aside from the spikes, they are the same. The new biome is one that I've actually managed to find right next to the prairie, which I've just show you. It is the Wasteland biome. The Wasteland biome is a new biome which basically replaces the Volcanic Wasteland as the main biome. This means that Volcanic Wasteland is now a biome variant, and the Wasteland biome is now the main biome. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of sand with some dry dirt and trees. There's also a new type of grass called dune grass, which can be only placed on sand, cannot be placed on dirt or grass. As I said, the Volcanic Wasteland has now become a biome variant, so it only generates within a Wasteland biome. As I've said, the Wasteland has replaced the Volcanic Wasteland as the main biome. There is an example of that. You can see that these chunks are old chunks which were generated in an older pre-release. So when I loaded this area in newer pre-release, chunks stopped generating as Volcanic Wasteland, but instead started generating as New Wasteland. So means that this border. Here you can see the Volcanic Wasteland generating as a variant. And beyond that are a few chunks of the new prairie biome. As you can see, it borders the rainforest biome. As I said, the prairie biome is a variant of the rainforest biome. See and border, which means that the terrain is different. Next up is the Chaparral biome. This biome is a variant of Wasteland biome. During the development, it was used known as the Muskeg biome, but it was later renamed to Chaparral. As you can see, it's got some new trees. It's basically instead of the leafless oak trees that are in regular wasteland, there's a variation of the baobab tree, and unlike the wasteland, it also has some granite spikes that only spawn on the sand. The spikes serve as a replacement for oak trees since these new trees don't spawn on the sand. I also see some dune grass spawning there, and just like the wasteland, it has got the dry grass, but like the wasteland, it also has this coarse dirt. It also doesn't spawn in the wasteland. Another new biome is the dune beach. Beach is a type of beach which spawns only next to high biomes like the desert, wasteland, and like that. The difference between the dune beach and the regular beach is that you get some of the new dune grass spawning sand, and also you don't have any of grass. No grass generates at like higher water levels like the regular beach, where higher levels you got grass and tall grass with bombs. There is also a second new beach type, which is the lush beach. As I've said, it's also a new beach type. Similarly to the dune beach, it only generates next to certain biomes. In this case, it only generates next to biomes like the jungle biome. In this case, see that it generates with a whole bunch of this lush grass within the sand, also some these jungle trees and the tall grass. Aside from that, there isn't really much to say about it. Only thing I can say is that lush grass generates like at all heights, like the regular beaches where grass generates only starting from a certain height. Another new biome introduced in these new pre-releases is the Crag biome. Crag biome is a variant of ocean biome. As you can see, it generates some stone islands with moss, grass, and some pine trees. The Crag biome had one small change during its development. This change concerns the moss, basically the noise that is used to generate the moss has been changed. Here is the older version of the Crag biome. As you can see, the moss is a little more chaotic as compared to the blobs which generate in the new version of this biome. Another thing that I didn't show in the previous clip is that the Crag biome also generates with these spikes, even in the new version. That was because the first Crag biome which I've shown you wasn't particularly big, so I didn't have to show the chance to show you these spikes. Here is a better comparison as to how the Crag biome has changed during the pre-releases. Here is what it looked like at first. As you can see, the moss placement is very chaotic, but the new pre-releases, in the current pre-releases, the moss placement is less chaotic and more uniform. So there isn't much else to say about it. Nothing else has changed during the Praire, I believe. Another biome that has been added in this version is the Muskeg. The Muskeg is a variation of the tundra biome, which spawns with this new tall tree type. And you get some of these, got some snow and get these patches of frozen dirt without any grass on it. But there isn't really much to say about this biome. The thing about that I want to show you is the other thing that I want to show you is here. There has been a change to the snowy woodlands. Changes that maple trees now spawn inside the snowy woodland biome. Another biome that has been added in these pre-releases is the Plateau biome. I didn't have any luck finding it in survival, so I'm showing it in creative. The Plateau biome is a savanna variant. You can identify it by the fact that it's got some very steep cliffs on the edge of the biomes, on the edge of the biome, which lead to some relatively flat terrain. This is of course how it gets its plateau name. Basically a plateau. It's kind of a nice transitional biome between a savanna and a mesa biome. You can see it got a whole bunch of acacia trees, just like on the top of the, like in a mesa biome, and no baobab trees. The mountains biome has also received a new variant, which is hot springs. You can see the hot springs biome has a bunch of stone, marble, and basalt exposed with a whole bunch of bones. Spruce, pine tree, a lot of pine trees also spawn in it, and it has lower elevations. I think it looks quite cool. The Valley Hills biome has also received a new variant, which is the orchard. If I'm correctly. Anyway, the orchard biome is basically valley hills with more apple trees, more grass, flowers, also some these big melons and pumpkins, and these melon and pumpkins generate inside them. Aside from that, the terrain is same as the one Valley Hills. The ocean biome has also received another variant. This variant are the floating islands. When I say a variant, there are actually 4 variants of the floating island, corresponding to the 4 seasons, those being the spring floating islands, autumn floating islands, and winter floating islands. As you might have guessed, I'm currently spring floating islands. This is what autumn floating islands look like. Here is what the summer floating islands look like. You might notice that they also generate these giant melons, just like in the orchard. Last but not least, here are the winter floating islands. Anyway, with that I've shown all the biomes which are being introduced in 0.5. Next up I'll show you changes to pre-existing biomes which have been made in this version. So those have been all of the new biomes which have introduced 5. Start biome condition changes to biomes which have been done in the version. First biome that we're going to check is the Marshland. Is standing in. As you can see, the Marshland now has a new tree type, a tree shape, which replaces the old tree shape, which is basically regular oak tree. For this. Aside from that, the Marshland didn't receive other changes. One more thing that I would say about this tree that this tree originated for different biome. Biome was discarded. That was discarded is, or rather was, the Bayou. As you can see, the Bayou biome is only these big trees on the land along these trees in the water. I said it's a Crag biome, but when it was being developed, it was called the bog biome at first, but after the new bog biome was introduced, its name was changed to Bio, but later it was scrapped and these trees were used for the new Marshland. I have created this as a single biome world, and if I go far enough, you'll see that world which used to have only the biome now has it's a volcanic wasteland since this biome is no longer in the game, as I said. Another change that has been done to pre-existing biome is that ice stone boulders now generate on frozen beaches. So if you walk around one of those, you will see a bunch of these boulders made out of ice stone. Changes have been done to the caves under Mesa biomes. This is what the caves originally look like. You can see there is a bunch of red sand, some hardened clay, some cacti and stuff like that. And this is what the Mesa caves look now. You can see Mesa caves now no longer have their own unique caves, and instead normal caves generate underneath them, and these caves with the red sand have been removed completely, so they no longer generate under any biome. Another biome that has received some changes is the Pampas biome. The changes that have been made are the new trees that have been added. These trees have the same shapes as the trees in the prairie biome. The dune grass, which we've seen inside the Wasteland biome and on the dune beach, has also been added to the Pampas. That's it for the Pampas. But another change that has been made to the baobab trees. You can now grow a baobab. These new baobab trees when you plant a single baobab sapling. So this means that the baobab trees are now properly farmable, because previously you needed to use 4 baobab trees to grow the big tree, but the tree gave you less than 4 saplings on average, so they weren't renewable. But now that we've got these, you will definitely get more than 1 sapling on average from these trees, so they are now renewable. Changes have also been made to the island biomes. those being the polar island biome and the tropical island biome, or the polar island biome. These ice spikes been added are quite big and come in various sizes. As for the tropical islands, they now have a chance to generate with a volcano. You can see here's a sample of it. This volcano happened to generate kind of in the center of the island. Nice placement. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, well, same volcano as the one in Volcanic Wasteland. The Meadow biome has also received a change. It now has a chance to spawn these big flowers randomly. So you see some flowers as examples of that. More in the distance. Second change is that the Meadow biome generates higher, and unlike the Mesa Plateau, you can see that at the edge of the biome get a really steep cliff. The caves also had some minor changes. Firstly, those being that spikes now generate inside of them. Currently we are in brimstone caves, so they are made of stone, but normal caves, the spikes would be made of normal stone. And the second minor change is that pebbles, or rocks, now also generate inside the caves. Those are all the changes. The Volcanic Wasteland has also received a change, although it might be better to call it a fix. In front of me you can see a lake of lava, or it used to be that the lava would touch the water directly. However, in newest state, the lava and water now have a magma border, so the lava no longer touches the water directly like it used to. The Sparse jungle biome has also received some changes. Here it is how it looked originally. You can see it's got some of the smaller jungle trees, bushes, and melons. During the previous pre-releases, the only thing added were bamboos, but later the sparse jungle has been made to be even more sparse. Of course, the bamboo remained. So, anyway, in the end, so sum it up, bamboo has been added to the jungle, to the sparse jungle, and it's been made even more sparse. You can see. The swamp biome has also received some changes, or to be more specific, it has received a fix. This is what the swamp biome looked like in previous versions. As you can see, I've got a relatively big lake in front of me, which is kind of empty, aside from few occasional trees. And in the new pre-releases, the lake that I've shown you is filled with these trees. That's because in previous versions the tree generation was kind of broken, so these trees didn't generate as they were supposed to. So now we get these a lot of these trees inside of the lakes and rivers. So it more resembles the mangrove swamps find in real life. Deserts are also among the biomes that have been changed. Specifically, oases have received some changes. As you can see, you've got new, well, not tree shape, but this tree shape is new to the oases. There's also tall grass and some flowers. There is also another change that the oases have received, which is that they generate up to a certain height. So that means that the grass that generates inside the oasis won't go above a certain height. The ancient forests have also received some changes, or it could be better to say that ancient oak trees, the ancient forests have received some changes. This is an ancient forest which has been generated in older version, and me is generated in newer periods. You can see the ancient oak trees are much smaller, about half the size. This also means that you grow an ancient oak tree, a tree that you will grow will also be smaller. This tree is about the same size as the ones. Glacier biome is also among the biome which has received changes. The first change is that got no packed ice on the ground exposed. Second change is that powdered snow is now doesn't have snow layers covering it. That way it's easier to see it, so it's also easier to avoid it. Otherwise you sink into it and die quite easily if you're not careful. Last but not least, there have been some changes onto the Mineshafts. Those changes are that chains now go from the ceiling to the mineshaft as sort of support, and you also have some pillars made of blocks that generate all the way to the floor. These changes means that mineshafts can now generate sort of in mid-air like this, similar to how it is in modern. So mineshafts are not close to the ones that you have in modern. Anyway, that's it for the changes. This is the rock biome. It's a new variant of the swamp biome. As you can see, kind of like the Muskeg biome and the new Chaparral biome, this new tree shape. Anyway, that is enough exploring for the time being, I think. I will explore again once the dungeons are properly implemented, but for the time being I'm going to set up a temporary base here. The reason why I'm the base here is because there are a bunch of materials that I would like to collect, because I want to build in the future. Still plan on expanding my house, and it's also a build that I'm thinking of doing. Anyway, I'll show you that once I'm ready for it, but for the time being I'll be collecting resources and repairing stuff. Here is the sort of outline of the house that I plan on building. I would like to build a house. Still here. I haven't entirely nailed out what sort of design I want to have, so I'll have to think of it while I build. I just wanted to show you what sort of thing I'm going for. I'm using the oak logs because I've got a lot of oak. Wait, once it's finished, I'll show you the finished product. Anyway, there are 4 more things which I would like to talk about, which have been changed. First one relates to the biomes. They also some of them received another change, which is changed to their name. The forest biome has been renamed to a forest. The dry taiga has been renamed to boreal forest. The ancient taiga has been renamed to coniferous forest. Ancient forest has been renamed to deciduous forest. Maple forest has been renamed Maple Woods. All the name changes. Next up. Another few things that I would like to talk about concern the bosses from the new dungeons we forgot to talk about in my previous episode. First thing is that giants killed. They drop golden apples. The second thing is that the weeping angels, they are called guardians, which the bosses of the stronghold dungeon actually teleport when they are like an enclosed space like this, which is why when I trapped it in my previous episode it disappeared. Doesn't teleport now, but it's supposed to teleport. Or exactly to show it. It does teleport. Say that. Anyway, I'll try trapping it and we'll see if it teleports. Anyway, the last change that I want to show you is related to scorched logs, which are now renewable. If you set any logs on fire, they will eventually turn into scorched log for a while and then down. Here you can see all of them are already turning logs. Means that they are now renewable. Like the angel didn't teleport. Oh. Anyway, those are all the new things which I want to show you in episode. Alright, I have finished building the house. Not particularly impressive, just something that I did as a temporary base so I can collect the resources in this area. Now that I've built the house and explored the biomes, I think that is it for this episode. Before I completely end the episode, there are 2 things that I would like to mention. First is that while version 0.5 isn't finished yet, you can already play it because Nightly builds are being released. so I will include a link to them. The second thing that I would like to mention is the fact that new paintings have been added. That Plus now has even more paintings that you can use. And we get out of the way. The end of the episode. The episode didn't go as well as I hoped. I feel like it didn't turn out that badly. Anyway, I've explored all the biomes that I wanted to explore, and I think that this episode is long enough. I don't know when the next episode will be or what I will be doing, but for the time being I will be doing other stuff, probably collecting resources and such. Okay, that's it for now.